And remember, kids, it was Trump who started all of this. And if he comes back on the 19th of January saying he's making sure that TikTok is not getting banned, coming from a German, this is exactly what a certain painter from 1933 did back then to get the sympathy of the masses. I beg you to not sympathize with him. This is all a plan. This is all. The only thing that they didn't consider was all of you marching over to Red Note. If TikTok stays because of Trump, this app will be run over by Republican propaganda, fascist propaganda. The same as it happened back in 1933 in Germany. Our version was burning books. Their version is deleting every information that is not serving their worldview. Please don't let history repeat itself. Sincerely, a German.
All right, America, see you in a couple days when it's inevitably announced that...
Сегодня у нас первый пробный бьюти-тивишник.
All right, America, see you in a couple days when it's inevitably announced that Mark Zuckerberg has bought the app or whatever. One of those fucking assholes. And then you'll be back here and the algorithm will be gone and then you'll get to see couples pranks. It'll just be couples pranks and drawing tutorials and more couples pranks and dance videos and also pranks, high school pranks. Also men's rights activist content. Probably red pill stuff. Probably those YouTube short style things of like guys on campuses harassing women for their phone numbers. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's going to be just as great as Threads. Mark Zuckerberg's Threads, which is the biggest, single most popular social media experience right now. So it's going to be great, guys. See you soon. All right, Americas.
So I think it's about time that one of us says the quiet part out loud. And I know it's going to catch a lot of flack, but I'll say it. I'll take the hit because they're not even going to be on the app in 2 days to complain anymore. So what do I care? TikTok is not ending. TikTok's not going anywhere. TikTok is not gone but forgotten. TikTok is here. It's staying. It's only being banned in one country, the United States of America, where their elected officials have voted to ban the app. It's not even an American company, so it's not like them closing their American offices is going to do anything because they still have offices everywhere else except for Canada, apparently. The only good thing that is going to come out of this for Americans themselves is the fact that they are now going to unite, finally, and instead of just individuals being heroes and going out and starting the revolution, because Americans are so angry that they're losing their source of income, they're all going to go, walk through the streets and scream or whatever, and I'm sure in a few months they'll all be back.
He, Jara Gibson, which...
It's been det här äter jag.
Hello? Hello?
Hey there.
Oh, hey! You Canadian?
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Where'd everyone go?
I don't know. Everyone was here a minute ago.
This is weird, eh?
Hello?
Last one is home.
And we've been talking about those.
No, because what am I supposed to do without the Americans on this app? I'm fucking German. Have you seen our content? What about all the hot Americans and their thirst traps? Especially the man. I would miss you. No, because...
No, tesoro, non cerco di...
You want to own TikTok? I want Project Liberty to own TikTok. And yes, I'm connected to Project Liberty, but I want this to be, we call it the people's bid for a reason. And we want people, all of us in America, as many as possible, to have a stakehold in not only TikTok, but...
So can we all agree that if we see one of them pop...
Baby, te voy a dar una vuelta por la playita. I do a podcast.
TikTok has gone offline for American users as the law banning the application on national security grounds has come into effect. The platform is no longer available on the App Store, and American users are being met with a message saying the application is unavailable for now. US President-elect Donald Trump says he will most likely give TikTok a 90-day reprieve from its upcoming ban when he takes office. He was formerly a fierce critic of TikTok, which he sought to ban by executive order in 2020, but he reversed his position in early 2024 after meeting with investors. TikTok has gone offline for American users as the law banning the application.
That means your news stations get their information from TikTok. Apparently, the so-called CEO of Red Note voted.
To break it to you guys, but the revolution's not happening. All right, revolution's canceled. We, as a people, are incapable of overthrowing our corporate leaders. I'm going to tell you how I know this for a fact. Yesterday, I'm at Chipotle. I ordered double meat. My boy hooks it up fat, doesn't put a red tag down, slides it down the counter. I'm in heaven. But what happens next? 30 seconds passed. Girl walks up. Sorry, was this double meat? Look who wants a fucking promotion. Look who's itching for that manager position. For every one revolutionary Chipotle worker, there's 10 dorks, dude. There's 10 squares at the ready to sell you out. And for what? People don't like breaking rules.
The only way that I personally see the American people fighting back against this oppressive regime, this authoritarian oligarchy dictatorship that's like encroaching in everyday life, is to practice anarchist calisthenics. And I came across this term on TikTok because the wealth of knowledge on this app is unsurpassable. I have learned so much from people. So I want to do it justice. I'm going to tell you what the official definition is, right? And it comes from political scientist James Scott in his essay, 2 Cheers for Anarchism. And it serves as a metaphor for small everyday acts of defiance that prepare individuals to resist oppressive authority when the need arises. Basically, we have to get into the habit of defying authority in small ways. That's how you build up resistance to rules, to authority figures, to people telling you what to do. That's how you reach a threshold where you no longer give a shit about the rules because you realize that the rules are not there to protect you, and instead they're there to suffocate you. So think of like rule breaking activities, like small ones that you can start off with, because I'm sure that you've noticed 1 or 2 fucking stupid rules around your town that have no common sense to them and no logic whatsoever, but people just blindly follow them. So this is a strategy to stop doing that. And as you build that tolerance for it, then you start challenging like larger systems of authority. And that's when you're not scared of the consequences or the repercussions anymore because you've built up that tolerance for rule breaking. Because the system, the powers that be, the ruling class, they're banking on people following the rules, following the law, while they themselves do not. Anarchist calisthenics train people to recognize and resist abuses of power in more significant situations. It's about moral judgment instead of blind obedience. Unfortunately, here's the bad news. I have seen way too many instances, way too many examples of people being unable to do this. So at the end of the day, people are going to be the ones that are impeding progress. We are our own worst enemies. Now, as someone that grew up
Honestly, I love her, but she's kind of a problem. No, and I hope that she's okay, and I felt super bad, but I'm also like, everybody's complimenting you up the ass.
We're sleeping on the floor for you. Like, can you stop being such a crazy bitch?
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
No, like, seriously.
Honestly, like, I love her, but she's kind of...
Now that the American tech oligopoly has succeeded in controlling all of our online communication, it's important to understand how the concept of enshittification is going to affect our speech.
I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I already cried a little today. If you guys could interact with this post so I could get it to most of my followers, that would be great. I started TikTok 5 years ago when most of the other millennials joined, and that was the first time I ever seen a space online where people celebrated.
And they're both caught